one. You're live here with Maxine from Max Closet here. Yes, I have a question for you guys. Why? I'm trying to do this right. Why people, well, I'm laying down for one thing, but why do people feel that they can judge you before they actually get to know you? And then why do people feel threatened by you because you may be doing something different or even doing the same thing, and they go all out their way to try to prove that they better than you? Why do things have to be a competition? Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we just do what we do and not use others to get to where we need to be? Because there's a lot of room up at the top and there's less room at the bottom. So why don't we encourage one another and help each other out? Yeah, y'all excuse me, I look like a bomb this morning, but you know what I'm saying? You know, still in the bed, trying to cover up. Y'all like my little snugget? Well, my little throw, I made this. But yeah, why do people feel that they have to um, compete with one another? If you're not on a at a cut party or a battle, a hair battle, fashion battle, if it's not a battle, it's not a competition. Um, and no, I'm not crying, y'all. My eyes just water in the morning. But anyway, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And then when they don't even get to know who you are, and when they find out that you much more than what they thought, they look stupid or dumb. Instead of them trying to get to know you, it's like, okay, what is she or what is he doing? Let me hang with them a little bit to, to help myself to get there, or people even allowing someone to become in a space to help someone to learn what they learn to get to where they are, get to where they are in life, or have their hand out and pull someone along with them without them feeling like they're competing. Why do people have to steal other people's ideals? God created each and every one of us different and unique. Yes, we all can do, us a lot of us could do the same thing as others, but we all are different. If we took the time to chime in on ourselves and find out what we're great at, instead of looking at the next person, we'll become better and we'll come up with more and different ideals. But we too much on this, oh, she could do it, I could do it. Yes, yes, yes. But at the end of the day, what can you do different? What is it in you that God created that you can do that is different than anybody else? I don't get it. And why, when someone else come along and you see that a little bit different in what they're doing, and then you be like, oh, I better go hard. Oh, I got to show her that I'm better than her. Who does that? A lot of people do. And I have experienced a lot of things in my life and realized that at the end of the day, you are alone. And you have to do things on your own until God send that person, which is like a needle in a haystack, finding that person that is going to actually really have your back and want to see you win and continue to support you. That's with friends, family, associates, fakers that pretend to be your friend and really not, pretend to be your friend, or pretend to want to see you win but really don't. This just was on my mind. I just don't get it. Why do people feel like they have to compete or be better or look down or throw shade on you because you do things different? And just because I do it different than you, that don't mean it's wrong. I'm left-handed. I do a lot of things different than a lot of people. So, I mean, it may not look right to you, but it looks right to me. and I'm not for everybody. So don't judge me because I do things different than you, or things that I create look different than you. Sometimes you need to look at the picture a little bit closer, because sometimes people do things ahead of their time, and just because it's not in season at that time, that don't mean you don't have to disagree with it. And for some of you youngsters, I wanted to say this: just because a person is older than you, that don't mean that they don't know anything, or they old fashioned, or they old time. Fashion, hair, all that stuff come back around in a circle. Those are the people that you need to cling to, the ones that are older than you, because they've been there, done that. They've seen things that you haven't, and experienced things that you haven't experienced things in hair. I've been in hair for a long time, in and out of hair for a long time. So I've seen the finger waves. I was taught in school the finger waves way back in the 80s. I was taught the updos way back in the 80s. The natural hair, the braids, the box braids, taught that way back in the day. The twist, the Senegalese, they didn't call them Senegalese back in the day, but, even, the cornrows, they call them French braids. And like I said, they all changed the name, but it's the same thing. And just like the fashion, the older generation, back in the fashion come back. And sometimes you judge the older generation, yes, in the fashion industry, when you need to cling to them and learn from them, because they done seen it. They experienced it. They had hands on when you just watching a video or watching TV, and when you could just cling to that person and learn from that person as an intern. There's nothing wrong with being an intern, to learn things from somebody, and not get paid. I done been an intern. Even after school, I was an intern, and learning things, because I see the picture bigger than what a lot of people see it. And no, I wasn't getting paid. And sometimes you don't get paid. I did free fashion shows. In even, things behind the scene and stuff on TV shows for free. And it's not about me getting paid, but it do come to a time when you pay it forth, and also you did your time. And then that's when your time come in and say, okay, it's time for me to start getting paid now. Or why am I doing this fashion show? What am I getting out this fashion show? Before I do it. And that's what I'm doing now. What am I getting out of it? Is it going to benefit me? Because I done did the other shows. I done did charity, for domestic violence on women, in other shows and charity shows that I did to participate in, to give back. It don't always have to be money. It's your time when you give back to a charity. But like I said, I'm just going on and rumbling and stuff. But it's just, who is that? Larry? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you right. Hey, Dre. Yeah. I just had to come on here live and say this. And I know I'm all over the place. And I know I look a mess. And like I said, don't judge me until you judge yourself. But anyway, I'm going to go get off here and get my butt up. Yeah, I got dragon breath. Thank God y'all can't smell it. But, get in the bathroom and get myself together and eat me some breakfast. And I don't know what I'm going to do today. Today is Sunday. But, yeah, and then tomorrow I'm supposed to be off, but I got to go into work. But that's all I just have to say. Stop trying to compete with each other. Stop. Just do you. Just do you. Just do you. And people judge me for my selfies. Yeah, I love selfies, honey. I love videos. I love doing whatever I choose to do. And I love me. Yes, I love me. Because at the end of the day, if I don't love me, who else will? And I just want to throw this in for you men. Stop lying to women about you're not being in a relationship, you're not doing this and you're not doing that. And stop lying to women, because at the end of the day, it all gonna tell. What goes on in the dark come to light, and it's a price to pay when you don't be honest to people. If you're not in it to win it, don't get in it. That's the word from the wise. But anyway, let me get off this thing. Bye, y'all.